Hi again. I wanted to go over how to edit your events and how to add new categories to your events and how to add in a call to action so that people are clear what they need to do in order to sign up for an event. Okay, so I'm just going to, let me go over a couple of things here. We're on the events page, which lists all of them. I think visually it might help people to have the photo, whether it's an actual graphic designed or just a picture maybe from a past event, a past similar event. It might help them out visually. So that's just something to consider. Let's go back down to this one. We'll click on it and open it up. Okay, so earlier I did a little bit of work on editing this. Before it was just a chunk of text, and visually it's a little bit hard to search through. So I want to show you how I did that. I'm going to go into the dashboard. I'm going to go to events. I'm going to come down here and find that event. When you scroll over it, click edit. Sorry, my internet seems to be a little bit slow today. Okay, so let me show you what this looked like before. All right, before I went in there and edited, and I did that because I was trying to make a video and then I ran out of time. So I'm starting from scratch. Okay, this is what it looked like before. I'll update that and show you what it looks like on this page. Hopefully. Okay, this is pretty much what it looked like before. This was just a great big chunk of text, which is very hard visually to sort through. And everything that I have learned over the last 15 years of doing stuff online is that you should break your text up into 1 to 2 sentences at most. So I'm going to show you how to do that. When you have large chunks of text on an event or a page or anywhere online, even like on Facebook posts, it's a really good idea to break those up. All right, if the page will ever render, there we go. Okay, so what I did was I came through and I just clicked in between a few of the sentences. This one I separated here because this is really like the event name. Okay, and then like these are kind of separated pieces of information. Okay, and then down here, you already kind of have a call to action. You had said if you want to attend this event, I recommend you sign up quick. I added using the form below, and then you need to make sure that that form is actually below it. Because if you leave it at the end of the sentence, formatting wise, it still tries to like show up there. I don't know if you saw it earlier when I was looking at that front page. It tried to render the form at the end of the sentence, and it's not very clean or clear. So go ahead and separate that out. All I did was put my cursor in between and hit enter, and it creates a space between the lines. Now the next part of this is, as long as you're in the visual part of the editor, there's over here in this top corner, there's visual or there's text. Visual, you should see all of this area, and if you don't, you need to click on this little area right here, and it'll open all of this up. If you're in the text editor, you don't see any of that. You see these other things, which are not as helpful. So what I had done, I don't know what I did. Okay, I am highlighting, and then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to choose heading 1. And it looks huge here. It's not going to look quite like that on the front end. This just makes your like your title or your opening statement bigger. It draws the eye down to this, and it's probably a good idea to have that after having a really large photo like you do on this event. And then I would come down here to this bottom one, because this is your call to action. This is what says, hey, go sign up for this right now, down below. You can either do like heading 2, which is going to be big, or you could put that back to paragraph and just bold that. Let's take a look and see what that looks like right now. I'm going to click update, which just saves all of those changes that we made. Okay, and then since that's rendered, we're going to go back over here to the front page of the event. I'm going to refresh my page. It's taking a minute. Okay, so you can see this is a little different looking now. It's still not super bold, and some of that actually has to do with the fact that I need to go in and change your font settings. However, in this case, the other thing we can do is come back in here and we can click bold. After we've highlighted that text, click update. We'll go back over here and see what that looks like. Okay, so now it's a little easier to see, and I will go in and fix all of that font stuff. Not sure why it's kind of funky right now. Anyway, so you can see this. This is looks kind of like your title, your heading, whatever. And then there's 2 little bits of information, and then this is your call to action. Now you can even do extra stuff with this. Let me show you what I mean. If you go back to your post, and if it will ever show up, okay, if you come down here and you, goodness gracious, sorry. All right, if you come back here and you highlight this text or any other text, you can also come up here to the text color area. And if you click the little button, you can choose whatever color you want. So let's say we want to really grab attention. We're going to make it red. Okay, we'll update. Update or refresh our page. All right, and now you can see that the call to action is in red, and your information is a little better sorted out. So that's how you do that. One thing I will show you extra before I run out of time on my video is over here. I don't know if we can see it because my notice keeps coming up. Okay, nope, forget that.